Currently it is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I've already got my workout in. I'm already halfway to my protein goal for the day. I feel good. I don't feel tired. I don't feel run down. I feel actually better right now than I have all day. After my lift and after the stress of trying to figure out what I was gonna eat, basically what I'm trying to convey is there's so many goals I've already hit today. My consistency has already been met for the day, almost. And I don't feel tired, I don't feel drained, because it's second nature to me at this point. And the point of this video is I understand why people aren't in shape, but if you knew what I knew and what I'm gonna try to convey to you guys in this video, and I'm really, really honed in and focused on making this for you guys, if you knew what I knew, you would be like, oh my gosh, how am I not in the gym every day? Like it doesn't even make sense. But luckily I remember what it was like when I wasn't in good shape. I remember that. I remember it clearly. And that's why I teach people and convey that information. And that's my qualification right there. If you don't know who I am, my name is Tanner Powell, and my goal is to get as many people in the best shape of their life as possible by making it part of their psyche and part of their reality. Because if you do it that way, it's 10 times easier. But getting into what's actually on my mind and what's actually going to help you guys is, I can remember when I first noticed that I was out of shape and that me being out of shape was a problem for my life. I can remember the distinct pain that I felt. And for me, I became aware of it very early. It was probably high school, I would say, early high school. See, if you don't know anything about my backstory, real quick, I was 50 pounds overweight. I was over 200 pounds. I was like 5'3" as a freshman in high school. And thank God I'm not short anymore. I'm 6 foot, over 6 foot now, thank the Lord. But I was short in high school and I was fat. And then through sheer mindset and determination, hating every minute of it, I shredded 60 pounds in one summer. And then I went back to school. Everybody knew me there. I went there my whole life. And it was like I was famous. It was like, fuck, I felt like paparazzi was surrounding me, like seriously. And that taught me like the actual benefits that you can get from being in shape. But even then I was like, fuck, like it was cool for like 2 weeks, but I went from being the fat kid to being like the skinny kid. I remember I'd arm wrestle people when I was fat and I was always strong, because, you know, you're fat, you're pretty damn strong. I lost all my muscle too. And I was like, now I was just like skinny and like scrawny. And I was like, fuck, this isn't any better. But what I can tell you is the pain that I felt wasn't like, oh, you know, I'm not as fast as this guy, or I'm not as strong as this guy, or anything like that. Like when I should have, because when I was fat, I would like lose races to girls. Like it was like, I was really popular. So like it'd be a big event. Like I'd fucking race some girl and lose. And it was like, that's not even the pain. The pain that you guys feel, and why I can understand it, it's like, it's not the attributes, it's not the symptoms, but it's like the capability. It's the fact that you know deep down in your soul, whenever you're doing any task, you could be doing something that's completely unrelated. You could be watching a fucking movie, you could be hanging out with friends, something that's not even related to how you feel or look at all. It's always in the back of your mind like, damn, I'm just, like, what's wrong with me? Why am I not capable? Why, like, you put yourself in your mind below everybody else, because your physical representation of yourself is below everybody else. Whether you're overweight, or I thought it would fix it if I lost a bunch of weight. It didn't. I was underweight and I was still, it wasn't any better. I just felt less than. And that affected me in every way of life. Like, even now, I sometimes have to go back and deeply reflect upon myself, like, wow, you know, I've really put in a lot of work. I've really changed my life. I've really changed all the outside circumstances, but I really have to think about it, because my subconscious will still try to attack me just like it used to back then. The only problem is it doesn't have the power over me, because I've proved to myself time and time again over the last, years of my life, 5 years that I've been almost 6 years at this point, that I've been taking my body and my health seriously. I've taught myself that it bleeds into other aspects, and that confidence and the ability to flourish in life, the ability, when you walk into a room, people take you seriously. When you meet somebody for the first time, it's almost a frame. When you're overweight or when you're not in good shape, people look at you like you're like a little fucking kid. Like, when there's like somebody that like in a kid in a wheelchair that like walks up, or wow, that's fucked. A kid in a wheelchair, and I'm not gonna edit that out. A kid in a wheelchair that comes up to a celebrity, and the celebrity like bends over and like bends on the knees and is like, "Hi, how are you doing today?" And it's just like a regular dude that just can't walk. And they're like, "Yeah, I'm good. Good to meet you." And they're like, "You know, like, is there any, you want my autograph?" Like, that's how you feel. That's how you feel when you meet somebody for the first time, you know what I'm saying? And you're overweight or you're not in shape and they are. You feel like a bitch. It's like a horrible feeling. And you can't escape that. Not because of the symptom, which is you being overweight or you know, you not being as physically capable as them, but it's the pain that you have. It's the pain that you know, like, damn, I'm really not, like, I can't even take care of my own body. Maybe you're a little older, maybe you have a family, like, how am I gonna take care of my family? How am I gonna take care of my wife, my kids? Because I can't even take care of myself. And that's how it feels deep down, and you'll never ever escape that pain no matter how hard you try, unless you change the way you treat yourself. And you do that by getting in good shape through a good mindset. You understand? It's all through your mindset and in your mind. Now, I'm a coach myself, and I'm not here to sell anything. I'm here to just give you the sauce for free, because my goal isn't just to make money. My goal is, I was put on this earth to spread light. And I believe I was put on this earth to spread knowledge, and I have a lot of knowledge in this. So that's why I'm making this video. But if I had this advice, if I knew just how drastically my entire life would flip, like a switch, like a lamp, boom, off to on, and all I had to do was take myself seriously, I felt stupid. I'm like, fuck, I should have stopped eating bullshit and hopped on a little diet. That's not that hard to execute if you have the right information, by the way. Should have done that sooner. My only regret is that I didn't do it sooner. And a lot of people wait and wait and wait and wait, and then they'll put it off because there's so many things, like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, what do I eat, where do I eat, can I go out to eat? Like, there's so many questions that you can come up with, but you really just need to have the mindset and the will and ability to change your life and your circumstances, and everything else will follow. If you tell yourself you're gonna lose 20 pounds and your word actually means something, you could go to I work at Olive Garden. You could come to fucking Olive Garden every day and eat there every fucking day and still lose the weight. I remember when I was really focused on weight loss. I don't know if you guys remember, fuck this guy. He ended up going to prison for bad stuff, but Jared from Subway, right? If you guys remember. Horrible guy, but a brilliant ad campaign he was a part of. Real quickly, if you don't know, basically, Jared from Subway was their spokesperson because he went from like 400 pounds, super fat. He only ate Subway for a full year. That's all he ate. Real shit. And he lost like 300 pounds. And they would have like the pictures of him, real skinny, slender guy, like in his old pants that were like way out here. And it was an insane marketing campaign. But I remember when I was overweight and I saw that, I realized, like, damn, like, it's simpler than they make it sound. If this fucker, who's a horrible person on the inside, he's not even a good person, we found that out now, can literally eat fucking Subway every day, can eat Subway every day and lose weight, then me, somebody who's, you know, I like to see myself as somebody who tries to do good, you know what I'm saying? I think I view the world in good ways and have good habits. If he can do that shit, then I can lose weight, period. Fuck just eating Subway. I can eat whatever I want. I'm free to eat whatever I want. I'm not going for a marketing deal here. I'm going for results. You just have to make it simple. It's all in your mind. It's all up here. That's the one thing I'm trying to relay to you guys. And the way that you can simplify it, I made a video the other day called Simple Maxing and how Simple Maxing can complete. It's like a full guide in how you can apply this. So go check that out after. I have a whiteboard and I diagram everything. But this is what you need for now. You make it simple by removing the questions your brain comes up with when they happen. And the only way you can do that is if you anchor your belief to your result. So step one is to anchor your belief. This is the important part. You say, I am going to, whatever your goal is, you know, we're talking a lot about weight loss. Maybe you want to lose 50 pounds. Same if you're going to gain 50 pounds of muscle. It's the same process, just inverse, right? Let's say you want to lose 50 pounds. You have to fully believe that that is going to happen and you are on the track, right? You are not pedaling the bike. You are just sitting in the car on the way there. And you have to really adopt that in your heart. So when roadblocks come up, you're not focused on pedaling the bike. Because if you're focused on pedaling the bike, you can't see in front of you, you're going to hit the roadblock, you're going to fall off, you're going to have to restart. If you're just focused on sitting in the car, enjoying the ride, you have that anchor that you know you're going to end up there, all you have to do is steer. All you have to do is, watch this, all you have to do is steer around the roadblocks. That's all you got to do. I've never taken my phone off that in a car talk before. So you guys just witness history there. But that's all you got to do. It's so much simpler than they make it. Believe it's going to happen. Anytime any question comes up in your mind that ruins that belief or that makes it seem harder than it actually is, fucking turn it off. Turn it off and just steer around it. That's the advice I have for you. Apply it. Thank you for watching. God bless and get to work. Check out my other videos. Subscribe if you have goals like me. Catch you later.